Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from the Steel City. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Rodgers going to put it up to get started. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 23 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. wide to Warren. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Gainwell. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's going to have the Steelers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hey, 88. No. Split 15.
Here's Warren, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
This is 3rd and 6. Now the Ravens use their first timeout to talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's get that touch. Let's go.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Near his goal line, Jackson. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jackson now on 2nd down. On the move left. He's going to run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. Doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, gets past the mark.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
From the gun, Jackson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and
20. Here's Jackson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. Here's first and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Again, working deep downfield. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
It's a gain of 40. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Hey, come on.
Design run here with Jackson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Second and goal. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson going to try to do it himself. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. The city just made a sweep.
Rodgers on first down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
On the 7-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Here's Warren. And he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Forced to his right. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
On play action, here's Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's going to have a Ravens first down. Big play there. Gain of 14 on 4th and 10. Ravens now going to use their final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. To the air one more time with Jackson. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Baltimore first down.
Jackson up top again. And it's left side and caught by Flower. First and 10.
16 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
He'll get up and spike it. And let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Second down. Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Here's a third down and 4.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the ground, Gainwell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play. Unfortunate for them, they're able to celebrate it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 33-yard line. By gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 33, here's second and 9. Once again, it's Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Gita Awuzie.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become the runner.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Ravens' 37-yard
So,
line.
from the 37, here's second down and 4. Here's Rodgers. Rolling right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So, these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must. If they come out for first and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. A run with Gainwell. And he's into the end zone. And it's Gainwell. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Ravens 15. Steelers 13.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Sit up!
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Jackson now. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Real quick, ready?
Now Jackson, this a design run. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On third down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
The PAT is up and good. And the Ravens will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Past midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw there.
First down for Aaron. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 13 yards on the catch there. That's a Steeler first down.
First down.
Hey, check 26.
30-yard line.
Check 30.
From the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's taken down just shy of the 10. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. Heading out of bounds after a pickup of 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Back north.
A run up the middle with Warren. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he will score. Game on. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Don't worry, ready? Hey, Uncle, sit on.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Get out! 180! Get out! 180! Ready, shot! Hey, report! Report! Middle! 180! Ready, shot! Get out!
Now a toss play with Henry. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Sit up. Hey, come on.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And I think what they're counting on there, Mike, is that the defense expects the ball to be run inside the tackles, thinking on third and short, just go get the first down. Try to catch them off guard with the toss play, but the defense was all over it. Great speed and pursuit to the ball, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be second down. Rodgers to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling to what he was looking for. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute. going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game. Ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of the dry.